Hey buddy, it's Crazy94 and welcome back to some more Super Smash Bros. For the 3DS. In the last one, we went through All-Star Mode as the next DLC fighter, that being Lucas. Had a good run through with him. In this time, we're going to be heading through All-Star Mode as Roy, another DLC fighter returning from Melee. Very excited about this one. So, as for which one we're going to be going through today with, again, Roy, another character has some like really good solid palette swaps. I think my personal favorite though is either between this red one, either this one, or this blue one, but I think we're gonna be going with the blue one. I've always liked this one a lot. It's just, I don't know, it just pops. It pops really nicely and I just like it the most, I think. So let's do it. Let's go with this one. All right, let's see how this goes with Roy. Hopefully it's gonna go well. I do like Roy quite a lot. He's definitely like one of my favorite sword fighters to play as. If I can get hits off, there we go. Yeah, he's very strong too. He's definitely like a, maybe like a stronger Marth almost? Yeah, it's sort of like a stronger Marth, I guess you could call him that. He definitely has a lot of similarities to Marth, with some differences obviously. As he was, he used to be a clone of Marth back in Melee. But he definitely has his own kind of characteristics and a lot of differences now that Marth has changed a little bit from going from Melee to Brawl. But yeah, so Roy, obviously as per usual, we got trivia to read through. Let's get started on that. So, Roy and Ryu are the only DLC characters to be released on the same day as their announcement. That's pretty crazy. Roy's pose in his official art is nearly identical to his pose in his official art for Melee, and Roy is the only one of the DLC veterans to not have a trophy depicting them in the base game. The only one of the DLC veterans to not have a trophy. Okay, that's right, because Mewtwo and Lucas already have like trophies of themselves present in Smash 4, prior to them, of course, being DLC fighters. But Roy, sadly, did not have that luxury, sadly. I don't know why, but he just didn't have it. I guess he wasn't viewed as important enough, I don't know. It's kind of a shame, but what can you do? But at least now he's in the game, and he's doing some cool stuff. Again, Roy is just such a fun character to play as. I love this character so much. Definitely one of my favorite sword fighters to play Smash with easily. Not my favorite, but definitely one of my favorites. I know I have a friend who's like sort of like in the middle of like trying to main Roy. So like I do know some things from Roy, or like to use as Roy because of him. Yeah. He's kind of like showed me some things that's really cool to like learn a bit more of his character. And I'm more of like a Marth player, he's more of a Roy player, so it just fits perfectly, Anyways, aspects of Roy's sound design have been carried over from Melee. All of his sour spotted attacks emit a punch/kick sound effect instead of a slash sound effect. He uses different voice clips when using battering items. When he is dizzy, his corresponding voice clip loops constantly instead of playing only once. He uses more than one voice clip for his smash attacks. He only has one voice clip for taking light knockback, which is shared with Mario, Kirby, Dr. Mario, Ness, and Mewtwo. And he only has one voice clip upon being blast KO'd, also shared with Mewtwo, as well as Jigglypuff and Bayonetta. So, yeah. A lot of stuff carried over from Melee. I guess it was just probably easier to do that. He has the same voice actor too, so yeah. I think for the most part though, I mean they may have recorded some new things for Smash 4, but I'd assume that like a lot of Roy's voice clips or even like most, or if all of them, in Smash 4 are probably just all for Melee. Because I know they do that quite a lot, actually. They just reuse sound effects and voice clips a lot, whether it be a character from Melee or a character from Brawl. Unless the character just straight up changes voice actors, in which then it's like, okay, well now we gotta like record something new, which would make a lot of sense. Of course we have to play on this stage though. We actually went quite a little bit, well no, I shouldn't say that, because I'm pretty sure I literally just recently edited Sonic's episode, Sonic's All-Star Mode run through, and we played through it on this stage with Sonic. Yeah, it wasn't the best idea, or best match, because I almost died on it, I'm pretty sure. But they decided to give me it. But luckily we stay winning. We stay winning. I tried to really avoid moving off of the platform as best I could. As long as you're staying on like one platform, you should be fine. You absolutely should be fine. What is that? Oh, it's a KK Slider, I think, but he's like an assistant accountant. Kind of look like it. All right, Roy's up smash, Flame Sword, shares the same name as Mega Man's forward aerial. We read that in Mega Man's episode. Like Marth, in his transition from Melee to Brawl, Roy's first and third victory poses have swapped quotes. Don't know why they did that, but they did. So I guess maybe like, there's probably a reason as to why. It probably like just fits better with like a different victory pose. So yeah, probably the reason as to why. I do like a lot of, I mean, I think Marth's victory screens, victory quotes and whatnot are a lot more memorable than Roy's. But Roy's are still really solid. But again, Marth's are like the best ones in my personal opinion. Unless you play Roy a lot, Marth definitely like has the most quotable ones, even if they are in Japanese. So, man, I'm doing like crazy work with Roy. He is a lot of fun, oh my gosh. I guess that is like one thing I do enjoy about Roy is that you can hit heavy hits with him a lot easier than with Marth, for example, because again, with Marth, you have to rely on the tipper a lot, which can make things a lot more difficult, but he's still really fun. If you know how to play around the tipper, then he can be a very good character. Very good to your advantage. All right. Next piece. If Roy's on-screen appearance occurs on one of Distant Planet's leaf platforms, he will descend on with the leaf, but the binding blade will remain stationary in the air until it returns to Roy once the battle actually starts. Alright. Roy, Ryu, Cloud, Corrin, and Bayonetta's voice clips are in much lower quality than the rest of the cast in Smash for 3DS. I wonder why. I guess because... I should do wonder why. That is kind of weird, and it's like all the newcomer. Why I should even say newcomer ones because Mewtwo and Lucas are fine, and like Roy is also like coming back from Melee. It's kind of weird, very strange as to why that's the case, but okay. But yeah, come on, there we go. Yeah, hitting that sweet spot, freaking forward smash. Oh my gosh, there's so much. I don't think the up B will do much for me, sadly. I feel like I wanted to, but I don't think it really will. There we go. That didn't kill Charizard? I should have. There we go, that kills Charizard. Hi, Cloud. You're a great character, great sword fighter. I do wonder if, like, if you were to put all the different sword fighters in this game, like neck and neck, like if they were to all have a fight against each other with like, at their strongest points or not, who would win, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, but I feel like Shulk might be the victor in that fight, just because of the Monado just being so freaking busted. And he has like so many different like things he can do with his Monado. I feel like he might be the one to win that fight. Either him or Cloud, because Cloud also has, the limits, and that could be a really big, a really big sweeper. I don't know, it's hard to say. Link also goes crazy too. And I don't know who would actually win. Let me know down in the comments if you were to put all the sword fighters in this game, and match them up against each other. Who would come out as victorious? Who would be the number one in your eyes? What was that? That was like a weird glitch. It was like, whoa. Okay, anyways. Roy's new Final Smash is less powerful than his fully charged Flare Blade, which is a neutral special. That's kind of funny. Roy is also one of only 2 playable characters in the Smash series to have the same name as another playable character, his counterpart being the Koopa Link named Roy Koopa. This is referenced in an official image on the Smash 4 website. Additionally, despite having the same name, the announcer has 2 different voice clips for announcing Fire Emblem Roy's and Roy Koopa's names. And I guess we'll do the last one because it's just one last piece. Roy is the only DLC fighter in the series to not have a projectile of any sort. That is correct, he is the only one. Wow. In the series too, so that includes Ultimate as well. Wow. Interesting, they really kept Roy as the only fully melee DLC fighter. That's kind of funny. That is actually kind of funny. Because we already know, like, the ones in this game, how they have at least something, right? Mewtwo has Shadow Ball, Lucas has PK Fire, and a bunch of stuff. PK Thunder and yada yada. Roy has Hadouken, Cloud has the Blade Beam, And then Corrin has, I forget what the neutral special for him is called, but the orb, the dragon orb or whatever. And of course Bayonetta has her bullets. And I'm not even gonna go into Ultimate because there's a lot of DLC fighters in Ultimate. But yeah, you can just kind of like, you can assume. If you know the characters and you know their movesets, then it's like, yeah. Very interesting, though. I never knew that. I never really thought about that until now. Oh, that, come on! I feel like if that freaking plant wasn't in the way. There we go! Side B kill? I never really do that, but let's go for it this time around. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, Roy's just a fun character. I love playing as this guy. I really, really do. Man, it's just so enjoyable. I think we're also having like a very solid All-Star mode run through as well. I feel like we're going through this like pretty quickly, honestly. Pretty quickly. You're just getting like really good hits in and just able to rack up damage super quick and you get that really strong final hit in like that. I want to try and get a hit with a kill with neutral B, but I don't know if it's gonna happen because it's gonna be really difficult, especially to get it like fully charged. Oh, I don't know if that's gonna be possible. Let's try it. Oh, I got it fully charged, but no one was freaking there. I'm so mad. Let's try it again. Oh, Luciana, you scumbag. You suck. There we go. Forward smash. Hey, listen, Nosferatu. This is not the movie. Good movie, by the way. That was great. The recent one from like late last year. Very strong film that was. I think I remember. I think in one of these episodes I remember talking about it. Oh my gosh, are we really doing this? Oh, we're really doing this. That just kills. I don't think I've ever finished one of these stages where the Shy Guys killed off all my opponents at once. That was kind of funny. That was really funny, but there we go. 2 million score with a 5.5 minute clear time. We freaking sped through this run. And I'm not complaining, that's a really good clear time too. Damn, that was really good. Very solid. Alright, let's get these credits rolling. Going for the gold outfit this time around for their, for Roy's, All-Star Mode trophy. Pretty solid. I like that one a lot. I think that used to be my favorite, one for Roy, but I just grew to love the blue one a lot. But yeah, kind of like with Marth, how I've always liked the gold one with Marth. And I I've always like stuck with the gold one. I feel like it's always just been my favorite ever since Smash 4. But for Roy, I don't know, I think this blue one really just draws my attention a lot more, you know? Plus, you know, it'd be nice to like differentiate the two, so it's like, so I don't go with gold for both Marth and for Roy, you know what I'm saying? Also, there was a time where I actually did think about changing Captain Falcon up a little bit, going for the gold outfit with him. At the same time though, the gold one's great, but I also feel like it's a little much for Falcon, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's a little bit much, and the Blood Falcon one is just by far just such an iconic one. It's like I can't go off of that one. I remember one of the tournaments, I think it was the second tournament we had, where one of the contestants ended up kind of like dissing me like on the side for like going as Blood Falcon. It's like, why do people go as Blood Falcon? He's like the only gold, or they, I guess, I don't know. They said that the only good ones are like gold and the pink one, which is like, that's so far from the truth. You don't even know. Like, listen, I'm a Falcon player, you're not, so you just shut your mouth, alright? It's all fun and games, alright? It's all fun and games, no seriousness here. But yeah, so it's like, you can't be talking smack about Falcon's palette swaps and what people go for if you don't even actively play the character yourself, alright? I'm just saying. I don't know, I just kind of got brought back to me because I was talking about, just briefly, like, about Falcon's, alternate costumes, but yeah. Anyways, other than that, really freaking good, background image we got for today's episode. Love that so much with Roy and Roy vibing together on the streets of Rainbow Road. Love that so much. Alright, well there we go. There's that. Let's go ahead and check out Roy's All-Star Mode trophy. see what kind of description we have for this one. And let me just check out the pose again as well, because I actually forgot. Oh, he's got like the, I think that's dash attack he's doing? Maybe? I'm not sure. Oh yeah, Roy ult. Flare Blade creates an explosion in front of Roy that can be charged by holding down the button. Take care though, because at the highest levels of charge, Roy himself will catch fire and take damage. His side special, Double Edge Dance, changes for each strike after the first, depending on whether you hold up or down while attacking. I used to think that Roy's side special was also called Dancing Blade, like Marth's, but then obviously I learned that wasn't the case. But yeah, so there we have it. There's Roy. Cool trophy, obviously talking about the neutral special, and it's kind of like his most iconic move, so it kind of makes sense as to why they would talk about that out of all of them. But that is it for today's episode of Super Smash Bros. For the 3DS. Thank you so much for watching. In the next one, we're going to be heading through All-Star Mode as our first third-party DLC fighter, that being Ryu. So, excited by this one. Again, another character I really enjoy playing as. So, we'll see how that one goes. Subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Social media, including Twitch, the second channel, the music channel, and the VOD channel are, of course, down in the description. And I will be seeing you guys in the next one. Pop-Tart, out.